I told my boyfriend he wasn't enough for me just to test him. I expected tears and apologies. Instead, he blocked me on everything and disappeared. Now, months later, I'm the one chasing him, and he's smiling in photos with someone else. I'm Brooke, 27, and I seriously miscalculated how this would all play out. Lucas and I had been together for 9 months, and at first, everything was perfect. He'd surprise me with thoughtful gifts, plan cute dates, and always texted back within minutes. But lately, he'd been slacking, sometimes taking hours to respond, forgetting to compliment my new outfits, and twice he even fell asleep during our movie nights. My best friend Amy always says, "You train men how to treat you early, or you'll regret it later." So when Lucas started getting too comfortable, I decided to shake things up. Nothing crazy, just a small test to make him realize what he stood to lose. I'd tell him I needed more attention, that he wasn't enough for me anymore, and that I deserved better. Then he'd panic, beg for another chance, maybe even show up with flowers, and boom, relationship reset. So I did it. I invited him over, sat him down, and told him, "Lucas, this isn't working for me anymore. You're not attentive enough, and honestly, I deserve better." I even added a dramatic pause for effect. But instead of the desperate pleading I expected, he just looked at me for a long moment, nodded, and said, "If that's how you feel, I won't waste any more of your time." Then he just left, got up and walked out my door. No argument. No tears. No promising to change. Nothing. I was shocked. That wasn't how this was supposed to go at all. But I figured he just needed time to process. He'd call later that night, maybe after a few drinks with his friends for courage. But my phone stayed silent. I checked it about 50 times before bed, convinced I'd missed a notification somehow. By morning, I was getting annoyed. I went to check his Instagram, and that's when I discovered he'd blocked me. Not just there, but on everything: Facebook, Snapchat, even LinkedIn. I tried calling him, and it went straight to voicemail. My text showed as undelivered. This man had literally erased me from his digital life overnight. I called Amy in a panic. He blocked me everywhere. I practically screamed when she answered. "Relax," she said, sounding half asleep. "It's all part of the game. He's trying to make you sweat." "This doesn't feel like a game," I said, pacing around my apartment. "He's never done anything like this before." "That's because your test worked," Amy insisted. "You pushed him, and now he's reacting. Trust me, he'll be back." I wanted to believe her. I really did. But when I asked our mutual friend to check if Lucas had blocked her too, she said no, but his relationship status had already changed to single. And he posted some quote about knowing your worth, just hours after our breakup. Days turned into a week, and still nothing from Lucas. I started checking my phone less obsessively, telling myself I didn't care. But then a week turned into 2, and I found myself driving past his apartment building coincidentally on my way to places. "He'll crack soon," Amy promised when we met for drinks that weekend. Taylor and Jessica nodded in agreement. No guy just walks away from 9 months without looking back. But Lucas didn't come back.